The music stopped the moment he asked it. "You know her?" the groom said, pointing at me. I smiled. "Slow. Cold. More than you think." And just like that, the wedding hall turned into my stage. 10 years earlier, I was nothing. At least that's what they made me believe. My family had a golden daughter, my younger sister, Sophia. Beautiful, charming, adored. And then there was me, the awkward one, the ugly high school grad. That's what my own mother called me the night of my graduation, when I begged them to attend. "No one wants to see you in those photos. You'll embarrass us." They didn't show up. Not my parents, not Sophia, not anyone. I stood alone, in a cap and gown, while other families clapped and cheered. That night I walked home under streetlights, diploma in hand, and carved a silent promise into myself: they'd regret erasing me. I vanished from their lives. They thought I'd stay invisible. They were wrong. While Sophia basked in attention, I worked in silence. College scholarships, internships no one bothered to ask about. Nights spent building something they couldn't measure in beauty contests or gossip. When others partied, I studied. When they laughed at me, I learned to sharpen edges they couldn't see. By 25, I owned what they envied most: control. My name whispered in boardrooms, my signature shifting markets, my hand pulling strings they never realized existed. And through it all, I stayed silent, waiting. The betrayal came full circle when I received Sophia's wedding invitation. At first I thought it was mockery. Then I saw the groom's name, Adrian. He was mine once, my only secret, my first kiss, back when I was 16 and invisible. We met in the library, shared stolen conversations in quiet corners. He told me I was different, special. For a while I believed him, until one day he stopped showing up. Weeks later I saw him at a party, with Sophia on his arm. She laughed when she saw my face and whispered, "Men don't choose shadows." That was the last time I ever cried over either of them. And now, 10 years later, they wanted me at their wedding. Perfect. I arrived like smoke. A fitted black dress, hair swept back, no desperation in my eyes. The family who once called me worthless gawked like they'd seen a ghost. But I didn't flinch. I moved through the hall with the calm of someone who already owned the ending. The ceremony began, glittering and hollow. My parents preened in the front row. Sophia glowed, radiant in white, Adrian by her side, smug and oblivious. Until the moment he saw me. His face drained, recognition flickering. He whispered something to Sophia, but she brushed it off with a smile. At the reception, he couldn't resist. He approached, glass in hand, trying to sound casual. "You look different." I tilted my head. "No, you just never looked properly." That's when he asked, "You know her?" loud enough for the table to hear. And I gave him the line I'd carried for years. "More than you think." The silence after was delicious. I leaned closer, voice low but sharp. "You remember the scholarship fund you bragged about last year? The investor who made it possible? That was me. You remember the property your father lost? Who do you think bought it? Every step you've taken upward, Adrian, I've been 2 floors above, watching." His glass shook in his hand. Sophia frowned, finally paying attention. My parents stared, confused, as whispers rippled through the guests. Then I turned to my sister. "And you, did you never wonder why doors kept closing for you? Why campaigns failed, deals crumbled, allies walked away? I never needed to lift a finger to destroy you. I only had to be patient. People like you ruin yourselves." Her smile cracked. I stood, letting my voice carry. They disowned me once, called me ugly, disposable. Tonight, I return the favor. Consider yourselves erased from my name, my world, my future. And then I left. Not hurried, not shaken. I walked out as the whispers grew louder, their empire of glitter collapsing under the weight of truth. That night, I sat in my car and looked at my reflection in the rearview mirror. Not beautiful, not ugly, just me, stronger than the girl they discarded. Revenge hadn't been fire or fury. It had been silence, patience, and precision. Now, when they look back, they'll remember not the wedding, not the vows, not the flowers. They'll remember the moment the forgotten girl stood up, smiled, and reminded them all, shadows don't disappear, they wait. And when the light burns out, they're all that remain.